Here's a little standing practice to address postural misalignment. So one reason that we can have postural misalignment is the psoas muscle can be really tight, causing us to tuck the pelvis, or the back muscles can be really tight, causing us to tilt the pelvis. Let's take a moment and notice your posture and see what might be the case for you. From here, we're going to start with the legs about hip width apart, and we're going to use W arms. Elbows are going to point forwards, thumbs are going to point back to stabilize the upper back. Hug the low ribs together and hug the belly to the spine to keep the core engaged. Step the left leg back. On an inhalation, bend the front leg, elbows go forwards, thumbs back. On an exhalation, ground down through the back heel and arch the back, lifting the low ribs as the elbows goes forwards, thumbs back. Continue to hug the low ribs together. On an inhalation, come to the top. On an exhalation, straighten the front leg, sweep the hands to the low back, fold over the center line of the body. On an inhalation, bend the front leg, come back to your starting position. On an exhalation, hug the belly to the spine, pubic bone to navel, navel to sternum, arch the back. Elbows point forwards, thumbs back, hug the low ribs together. Inhale to the top. Exhale, fold over the center line, sweep the hands to the low back. Inhale, bend the front leg, ground down through the legs as you lengthen to lift up. Exhale, press through the back heel, lengthen the psoas, low ribs lifting, elbows forwards, thumbs back, arching your back. Inhale to the top. Now you're going to stay in whichever position you feel you need the most. If you need to lengthen the psoas, you'll stay in the arched position. If you feel like you need to lengthen your low back, you'll stay in the forward fold. After about 3 to 5 breaths coming out, step the back leg to the front and reassess your posture. Same thing on the other side, taking the right leg back. Bend the front leg, hold W arms. On an exhalation, elbows forwards, thumbs back, arch your back. Inhale to the top. Exhale, straighten the front leg, sweep the hands to the low back, fold over the center line of the body. Inhale, bend the front leg, come back to your starting position. Exhale, arching. Pubic bone to navel, navel to sternum, hug the low ribs together. Inhale to the top. Exhale, folding over the center line of the body, sweeping the hands to the low back. Inhale to the top. Exhale, arch the back. Inhale to the top. Exhale, folding over the center line of the body. Inhale to the top. Then you're going to stay in whichever position you feel like you need. Do you need to lengthen the psoas? Then you'll stay in the arched position. Or do you need to lengthen the low back? Then you'll stay in the staggered forward fold. After about 3 to 5 breaths coming out, step the back leg to the front, and reassess your posture. Another reason why posture might be out of balance is the sideways muscles might be tight, causing a pull either the shoulder being pulled down or the hip being pulled up. One way to address that is with some side bending, side stretching. We'll take the legs out wide. And before we go into that, we're going to do a little strengthening for our back. On an inhalation, we're going to take the arms up. And on an exhalation, reaching up and back. Inhale to the top. Continue to lengthen the arms back behind you as if you're holding a big ball as you lower down. And on an inhalation, lifting that big ball up as you lift back up to your starting point. On an exhalation, reach up and back. Inhale to the top. Exhale, holding that big ball behind you. Lowering down. As you come up, lift the arms first, the torso following. Exhale, up and back. Inhale to the top, and then lower the arms down. We'll go into the side stretching. On an exhalation, the right hand traveling down the thigh, left arm reaching up and over. Inhale to the top. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, reach up and over. Inhale to the top. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up. Exhale, reach up and over. Inhale to the top. Left arm down, right arm up, reach up and over. And try to keep the shoulders and the hips in the same plane as you go from one side to the other. And then you're going to stay with whichever side it feels like you need it the most. If you tend to lean to the right, then you're going to stay in the side stretch, reaching over to the left. If you tend to lean over to the left, then you'll stay in the side stretch where you're lengthening through the whole left side of the body. Keep the belly hugging to the spine to support your back. Push the floor away from you with your legs. Slight tuck in the chin, the back of the neck long. After about 3 to 5 breaths, coming out. Step the legs together and reassess your posture. Another reason why we may have postural alignment is there can be a pull in a diagonal direction, the right shoulder towards the left hip, or the left shoulder towards the right hip. One way to address that is with twisting. We'll take the legs out wide. We will do a little bit of the back strengthening before we go into the twist. Once again, we're going to take a big ball up and back behind us, holding it with our hands. Exhale, reaching up and back. Inhale to the top. Exhale, folding down as you hold that big ball. On an inhalation, lift the arms first, lengthen to lift up through a nice long spine. And exhale, reaching up and back. Inhale to the top. Exhale, folding down. Lengthen to lower. Inhale. All the way up. The ball moves first. Exhale, up and back. Inhaling back to the top. We're going to exhale, coming out to a T, coming down halfway. From here, we're going to move in and out of a twist. On an exhalation, we're going to take the right hand to the center, opening out to the left. On an inhalation, coming back to center, and then exhale, right arm up. Inhale to center. Exhale, left arm up. going from side to side as you twist the body. Exhaling into your twist. Inhaling out. As you go in and out of your twist, notice which side feels a little tighter to you. A little more challenging to go into the twist. And that will be the side that you'll stay on. Going into that tighter side and staying here for 3 to 5 breaths. After about 3 to 5 breaths, coming out, back to center, relax at center. Holding that big ball, lifting back up. As you lift the ball up, relax the arms down, step the legs together, and assess your posture. And then to balance out, we'll do just some restorative forward folding. On an exhalation, sweep the hands down your low back. And on an inhalation, sweep the hands up the legs as you come back up to standing. Exhale, sweeping down the back side of the legs. Folding down, inhaling, sweeping up the front side of the legs, coming out. Just some gentle forward bending. Next time you come to the top, pause there, reassess your posture, and then do a little bouncing to integrate all the movements that you've just done. And resting.